Good evening, everyone. What's going on? We are here for a knee-jerk reaction for Game Week 18. Game Week 17's over. What a week. Cancellations, left, right, centre, positive cases, a nightmare for most FPL managers. So I thought, tomorrow we'll do a deadline stream anyway because we've got only half the games taking place anyway. So we can do it slightly later in the day than the normal 10 o'clock before the 12:30 kickoff. But we've got plenty of time to discuss what's gone on this week, what's gone well, what's not gone well, what my plan is, and what things are looking like. So thank you everyone for coming onto the stream, whoever has come on today. And welcome back to FPL Inklink. So let's crack on with tonight's agenda. We'll go through team selection, so I didn't have much time to make the team selection video due to commitments. So we'll go through pretty much everything that needs to be discussed for this game week. How did everyone get on? How was game week 17? Did you do well? Did you not do so well? Have you had to shake up your plans? Did you play any chips? We'll go through all of that today. So first message is from James. Good evening, James. I hope you're well. Time to panic. I don't think so really, buddy, because these games are getting postponed. They will be replayed. So I think we just need to take it game by game. And we need to think sensibly, because I was looking at it today, earlier in the morning, and there's still 13,000 people that have transferred Ronaldo in this game week. I just don't understand it from a sense point of view. Yes, he'll probably play the game after Boxing Day, but still, you're going to play a whole game week this week with a £12.5 million striker who's not going to get a good look in because the game's cancelled. Unless you have a strong bench, so we can obviously look into that. But otherwise, I can see people definitely looking to move away from these big star players that they do have in their team. So let's get stuck in and let's go through a few more things. How did you guys do? So for me, 79 points this week. After a very, very long time, I got a real strong game week. So 45 was the average. So I comfortably beat that by 34 points. My rank improved by 415,000. So I went from about 2.029 mil to 1.605, and I beat my competitor in the cup as well. So we have success all around. How does it shape me up for tomorrow? We'll go through that as well, but we'll have a look into what we're looking for, what my future plans will be. Bibek, hey buddy, is it time to free hit? I mean, free hit, buddy, I think personally, let's just keep off it. I'll tell you why, because there's been 9 games, I think including previous as well, that have been cancelled. There's going to be double game weeks. Potentially, there could be a triple game week like last season. So we just have to wait and see. I don't think we need to free hit all of a sudden straight away. We just got to take it game by game, because what you need to remember, if there's some games that have been cancelled today, you need to remember Spurs have 3 games that have been cancelled overall, so including the Europa League game, 2 Premier League games. That's more than around about 10 days. So if there's a game that's been cancelled this weekend, there's most likely it could be cancelled next weekend as well. So let's just wait and see. I don't think we need to free hit for just this weekend, because we need to be a bit careful just in case any more postponements happen. So I think that's something worth keeping in mind. Bibek says, decent game week, Mo. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, Bibek. I really do feel happy. A big, big green arrow. Thank you. So give us a like and give us a subscribe if you're new around here, guys. Let us know. Be part of the FPL Inklink family. Sorry, guys. Just topping up on some sugar. Got home from a long day of work. Hoxton, hi. Hi, Mo. Decent score for you this week. I did about the same. Green arrow. Nice. I think Watkins, taking that -4 for Watkins came good. Zaha finally get a goal. Got a return for me. Antonio again, blanked. I don't know. I might start to lose patience. So I'm still going to keep him. Still keep him. Bowen, blanked again. Ben White came in for me for King. For Joshua King up front, so I got 6 points for the clean sheet. Edison got me 7 points for a clean sheet. Diaz got me 5. James got man of the match with an assist as well. Could have scored. Absolutely missed a, well, I'm not going to say sitter, but one-on-one with the keeper. With his ability, I generally thought he'd score. And Trent being Trent, what an absolute bullet he scored yesterday. So, it's a great week, eh? Great week for us. I think people who owned Saka and Jota kind of really saved their game week. Otherwise, I think the average score is going to be around 36, 38 points this week. Wee wee. 71 points, not hits. Guaita not playing was on the no surprise this week. No Guaita, no King, and all four on the bench out. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. But well done for 71 points. Not bad. Mahesh, good evening. I hope you're well. Jumped 500k in rank. Did you? Same as me. I jumped 415. Not quite 500, but great week for me. James says I had De Gea and Foster, and then took a hit to get Backman in before the Watford match, then to get called off. You smashed it this week, mate. I got 51 this week. The free hit is better used later in the season. Thank you, James. Honestly, thank you for your kind words. Yeah, finally got a good week. Game week rank was 80,000, so in the top 100,000, I'll take that. But yeah, using the free hit later is going to be a good shout. 51's not bad, considering the game week was 45. I think 51, I'd take it. I think if I showed you the score of my competitor or my team that I played for the cup, I'll show you guys now. You'll understand what I mean. Where is it? Yeah. So Ben's Army, 21 points I played against. It was unfortunate because most of the games his players were cancelled. So 3 United. Van Dijk was out due to COVID. Maddison again suspended for the game. So technically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I played against 7 players, which I kind of didn't. I wasn't. It's not a real competition. I think they should hold off the cup at the moment. But we go through to the next round, and we're playing someone called Radiance FC. So Albie Scarborough, I'm playing, whose rank is around 6.4 mil. And in the last game, he got 49 points, which is just around the average. We'll have a look at the score with the team. They got Leno in there with Steer. I think this person's probably not taken the game seriously recently. Mings, Alonso, Laporte, Saka, Son, Mount, Grealish, Zaha, Ings and Bamford. Yeah, it looks like this person literally hasn't got... He's got Martial on the bench as well. Well, they have Martial on the bench. So I don't think they've kind of like touched their team for a while. So... Oh, it's a Man City fan, so that's going to be an interesting derby for me. Hopefully, we can get a good score around them. But it has been a difficult week, guys. Let's look forward to the next week, so we'll go through some teams news as well. Luxury Lifestyle, good evening. I hope you're well. Hey, yo, I got 78 points too. Nice, nice. Let me put my team back on, so we'll talk about it. 78 points. Watkins came in handy, up to 122,000. But it's going to be a tough week. Wow, that is amazing. 122k, love it, Luxury. Mahesh, big green arrow, massive green arrow for you, buddy. Absolutely love it. Fastogen Min, wow, you had a great game week. Congrats. Thank you so much, buddy. Thank you, everyone, for their kind wishes. Guys, if you're new around here, give us a like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. Please join us. And let's get to that 1k mark. We said 71 points, no hits. Yep, we've discussed that, not problem. James, we got how many players you got for this week? I've got 9 before transfers. So I've not made any transfers this week. No transfers for me, James. And all the family. So far this week, out, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So Bowen, Zaha, Antonio, and Joshua King. But I do have 3 players on the bench. So effectively, I'll be playing with 10 players, which I'll take. I don't really want to take a hit at the moment. I think what's in for me at the moment is, let's say the games get back up and running. I'm thinking of moving on from Zaha back to Rafinha potentially. Let's have a look. So transfers. I mean, Rafinha, obviously we know he's got difficult fixtures and what everything else is going on, but I need to spare up some funds for Ronaldo if Ronaldo does come back. So yeah, they got Arsenal this week. Then they got Liverpool away. Aston Villa, Burnley, West Ham, Newcastle, Aston Villa, Everton, United, there's games that I think he can score in. He might be quiet in a few of them, but there's not really much players I see around that. And being on penalties is pretty decent as well. So I could look to get Ronaldo back in for Watkins potentially. Or do I want to get rid of Antonio? That's the question. So Watkins hasn't done too bad for me, but after this game, who does Aston Villa have? Do I want to stay on Watkins? Do I want to go on Antonio? Do I want to, spend £4 million elsewhere? There's some really good fixtures here as well. So there's a lot for me to think about what I want to go. Do I want to go on the Ronaldo hype or do I want to stay on the Watkins? It's just really interesting for me to see. Let's look at Man United 1 second. Let's look at Ronaldo for this week. Yeah, so let's see how many people have transferred United. Let's see how many people have transferred. What's his name? Ronaldo in. So total points transferred in this round. Let's go strikers. Ronaldo, 30,000. Transfers out round. Yeah, 113,000. So quite a few managers have taken him out. How many people own him, by the way, now? He was about, well, 28.3. So he was around he was about 28.7, I think, earlier on in the week. So, yeah, a lot to get through there. But for me, you know, I'll have White coming on. So that'll be kind of be 5 defenders. So Edison, Trent, Diaz, Cancelo, James, and White. Then Salah, Douglas Luiz, Brownhill didn't play last week, so the most he can do is if he does play against Villa is get me 2 points, which won't be too bad for me. And then up front, I'll have Watkins alone to kind of take care of the ship. So effectively, I'm playing 5-4-1. But James, yeah, you got 9 before transfer. I'm going to have 10 without transfer, so it looks all right. Hawk says, yeah, Mo, and Watkins about 2 weeks ago, decent buy, it seems. Oh, Traumy buy, it's such a good buy. Love it. Hoxton, what's the transfer this week, Mo, if any? There's no transfers this week at the moment, boss. So at the moment, I'm really confused of do I go back to Ronaldo? But if I do go back to Ronaldo, I'm outpriced at the moment by 0.1 mil. So I kind of need his price to drop. If it's just dropping, then I can literally just put him in and I won't take a hit at all. And I can leave Zaha in. But Zaha, if he does go away for the African Cup of Nations, then I can probably get in, someone like a Rafinha. But let's say if I left Watkins in, I've got 11.7 in midfield. Who could I get in? I mean, potentially if I go Son, then 1.4, I could take out Bowen. I got 7.7. It's just so much to it's just so much to decide. Oh, honestly. Yeah, let's just not stress about this at the moment. There's a lot to look forward to. Luxury. Pep tested positive for COVID, so don't know if City players caught it off him. If so, maybe the game gets called off, and that's why I'm scared for the City triple up. Yeah, I mean, it's just it is what it is. We're all in the same boat. I think one thing that I would like from Premier League is a bit more clarity around if there is a game that's cancelled, right? I think if you have a team submit for that week, you should get the points for those players. This doubling up and tripling up might get a bit out of hand this season. Definitely worth looking into by the Premier League itself. But yeah, scary. If they do look into it, I'm going to be nervous. Mahesh says, I brought in Smith Rowe for Bowen and Lacazette for Dennis. Thoughts? I like it. To be fair, Arsenal played really well against West Ham. They had a good game plan. And it went well. It went really well for them. And I think, moving away from West Ham might not be easy because they've got some really good fixtures coming up. Lacazette's an interesting one. Smith Rowe, I really do like him. But as Lacazette, obviously now Aubameyang might not get the same amount of minutes, but it depends on what minutes he does get. I really was interested in Pepe this season, but just unfortunately Pepe hasn't been given the chance. But I do like the transfers you've made for Hesh. Really good. Bibek, Salvadi or Antonio? Oh, that's a tough one. I mean, both haven't really showed much form, but Antonio has better fixtures lined up, whereas Liverpool, probably Manchester City, is coming for Vardy. So I'd keep Antonio for now. Vin P. Hey bro, what's the deadline to use the first wildcard, and when will the second one be available? Had a friend who started playing last week and could use their first wildcard if still available. So in terms of a wildcard, let's have a look. We go on here. Rules, chips, wildcard. The wildcard chip can be used twice a season. The first wildcard is available from the start of the season until Tuesday, the 28th of December. The second wildcard will be available after this date in readiness for the January transfers. So 28th is the last one. So let's have a look. Yeah. So game week 20 is where you can use your first one off for. And in game week 21, which is obviously the 1st of Jan, is where you can play your second wildcard, boss. That is the answer to the question. Look, shall I start Rafinha or go for Silva for -4? Already have Salah, Foden, Luis, Jota. I mean, to be fair, is that Silva as in like Silva as in Bernardo Silva or Thiago Silva? I mean, if it's Bernardo Silva, he's might got an injury against him, so he might not even play. So I'd start Rafinha then, personally, buddy. Let's get to Arsenal, so it'll be a good game. Luxury Lifestyle Mo, you're missing out on the City mids, mate. With those fixtures, you have Foden or Silva for sure. Of course, but I want, for those fixtures, the way I want it, Luxury, is where I planned my season, was I wanted their defensive clean sheet points. Because that came really handy for me this week, because Chelsea again conceded. I think their defence is very vulnerable at the moment without Kovacic and Kante, and without Chilwell, who's been a good form as well. But, you know, touchwood, those clean sheets are coming in, so I just tried a different pathway. It's just the risk of rotation, right? Left, right, centre with City. I'll keep Antonio too, but I think Lacazette is not a bad shout. It's not a bad shout whatsoever, buddy. Keith, good evening. Nice week, mate. Yeah, it was. I hope you had a good week as well, Keith. How are you? Oh, how much of a nightmare has it been for everyone? Thanks for that, bro. Would you bring in ESR or Saka? They're both good. Both good. Either. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I'd choose either. Actually, if I took Zaha out, Arsenal, Smith Rowe 6 mil, Saka 6.2. So let's see if I go for Smith Rowe. Right. Yeah, so we get Smith Rowe in. Take Watkins back out. Put in Ronaldo. Right, and I've still got 0.8 mil. Oof. Where can I spend that 0.8 mil? What's Liverpool defender saying? Oh, Robertson. It's interesting. Look at his fixtures. Oh, Norwich. I is tempted. I am tempted by Smith Rowe, bro. So look at midfielders, like around 7. Mason Mount's been in some decent form recently. Foden's 8 mil again. He's got some real good returns, hasn't he? Oh, it's just difficult. It's good. It's good. I do like a bit of difficulty. But then what I can do is I can take a white out, and then if I go to Spurs, have a look at Reguilon, 5.3. Oh, priced out just a bit. Yeah, I mean, Smith Rowe's not a bad shot, you know. It leaves me with 0.8 mil, which is good, because if I need to make any transfers, then I can. Bowen seems like a good shout. And then I still have a mil left. And then I think, obviously, what's his name? Zaha's price will drop, obviously, with the African Cup of Nations. I could probably afford him when he comes back if I want, but otherwise, Emile Smith-Rowe. Nice. I mean, I think that's something that I'd look at next week for my 2 transfers. So, that's what it looked like. So, basically, then the team can look like the following. Then Zaha can become Emile Smith-Rowe, and then Antonio. And then Watkins can become... How much is Antonio owned by right now? 37.5. He's going down. He's around 50% at one point, right? Vin P, thanks for that, bro. Would you bring an ESR? Yeah, it's ESR for me, buddy. For Saka's decent. Behish, Bernardo Silva or Jack Grealish? Who would you think is more nailed on now since Silva's injury? Ooh, that's a good question. I mean, Jack Grealish has pretty much been nailed on, like, since he's been playing. Let's have a look at it minutes-wise, right? Let's look at City. Man City. And let's look at minutes played, okay? Yeah, so minutes played, right? Bernardo Silva played the most minutes, followed by Rodrigo, then Grealish, 971. Foden's played about... Yeah, so Grealish has played slightly more minutes, right? Is anyone looking at De Bruyne? Did you guys see his thunderbolt of a goal? Jeez! Just on that, guys, I'm going to take a bit of a sip of a drink. And if you guys haven't liked the video, give us a like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that sub button. Let's give you a shout out. Oh, De Bruyne's goal is decent. Foden, I mean, the minutes ain't too bad. But Bernardo Silva's played pretty much more minutes than most. I'd say Grealish is pretty much nailed on. 100 mil, he'll play. So... if fit, I'd take Bernardo Silva, but if he's injured, I'll take Grealish in there, who will play. Asad Ali, 85 points. Foden and Watkins doing the business, up to 79k. Asad, nice, love it. Luxury, I agree, but Foden scored me 12 points, and City looked like scoring 3 for every game. High risk, high reward. I understand Luxury, 100%. I completely understand it. High risk, high reward. Keith Riley, 68 points, no hits, back up to 40k. Nice, love it. Love it, Keith. Absolutely smashed it. Massive thumbs up. And we've got another subscriber, guys. 959. We are going up in the world. The family is growing. Keep hitting that subscribe button, guys, and a like button as well. Eddie, good evening, Eddie. Welcome to the stream. No money in the bank. 2 free transfers. Have Livramento, Bowen, King, Ronaldo, Antonio not playing. Who to get? Want to keep Ronaldo. Got 8 playing. Ramsdale, Cancelo, White, Diaz. Oh, that's a good question. 2 free transfers. I mean, the thing is, like, Eddie, if we're going to make these transfers, right, are you going to keep these for just this game week? Or are we going long term? Personally, if you want to keep Ronaldo, then probably just keep him on the bench, right? Antonio, are you looking to keep him like me, or are you going to look to get rid? That's a good question to ask as well. I mean, to be fair, Eddie, most teams are going to play... a handful of players are not going to play it, right? The way I see it, we don't need to overreact, right? 2 transfers in a situation, ideal. I've already got 1, so I don't really want to play it this week. But for me, right, the way I see it, I think, this is what I think, right? I think if you're going to do it just for 1 week, then it's worthwhile. But in terms of your team who are not playing, you've got Cancelo, White, Diaz, yeah. King's not playing. Ronaldo, Antonio, Bowen, Livramento. I mean, Livramento you probably want to keep as a bench enabler, right? Bowen you probably want to keep. Josh King you probably want to keep. Ronaldo. Honestly, it just depends who you want to transfer out. KXN Stun, Saka is your man. Of course. Saka, Smith-Rowe, both have done really well. Mahesh. And he might just need some rest since Silva's been starting every single week. You're more than right, definitely. Actually, to be fair, now I'm on stream and I'm thinking about it. If there's Zaha here right now, right? 6.9 mil. He's not playing this game week. Okay. We have 4.8 mil in the bank. So who's Zaha playing after this? He's got Spurs, Norwich, West Ham. that he can score in any game, to be fair. To be fair, I'll probably missed the bus as well because I've been on him so long. Let's go Arsenal. I'll get an extra player playing this week. Makes sense. Makes sense, Mo. Makes sense. Think with your heart, not your... Sorry, think with your mind, not your heart. So Smith Rowe's got 6 goals, 2 assists, 75 points. Bonus points, 6 points. Saka, 2 goals, 5 assists, so 6 goals. So Smith Rowe scores more goals. Midfielder goals are more vital. So I'm going to go Smith Rowe, right? 5.7, and then if I can work out, can I afford Ronaldo? I think I can. 13.3, pretty simple to be fair. Yeah, cool. Let's do it, guys. Live on stream for the first time. I'm making my transfer. Smith Rowe comes in. No hits. Zaha goes. Smith Rowe comes in. So let's refresh this back up. Cool. So now I should have... When I say should, I should have 10, not 10, but 11 outside players. So 1, 2, 3. 3 will come on from the bench if no more games are cancelled. So we are looking good indeed. Vin P, I have given you an idea. You have Vin P. Honestly, key for only 8 players playing this week, but I have 2 free transfers. Yeah, again, I mean, 8's not too bad. Too bad at all. I was talking to some friends who, some of them have got, I think, 5 players playing. So again, it's entirely your choice. Do you have anything on the bench? Is that included the bench, right? Again, I don't think you should... 8's all right. I think 8's okay, buddy, personally. It depends how you feel. If you want to do it for just 1 week, it's entirely your choice. But for me, I just think it's fine. Just take it week by week. KXNG Stun says, Salah, Jota, Mount, Saka, Foden. That's it, lads. Wow, that's an incredible midfield. I played a wildcard, that's definitely going to be that. Keith Rowley, Silva was just precautionary. He'll be fine for this weekend. Nice. Vin P, do you think Sterling will start? Didn't start last game and transferred him in last week. Vin P, I think personally he will start this week. He's got the rest. I mean, he was pretty much in good flow. Kevin De Bruyne got his minutes right. He will get minutes right. It's a difficult period in terms of like fixtures back to back, and I think Sterling is in good form. So I wouldn't get too I wouldn't knee-jerk too much around it, because if you invested him and you think he looks good, give it at least 2 or 3 game weeks, you'll be fine. So guys, this is the first time I made a live transfer on a stream, by the way. So today is a special day. So guys, who will be our 960th subscriber? Please hit that subscribe button and be our next subscriber. Mahesh says that goal was a rocket, same like Trent Alexander-Arnold. Yeah, it was, honestly. 2 goals are going to be really good goal of the month contenders. Damn, says Mahesh. Hoxton, Trent's goal was a rocket. What a goal. Keith Riley doing 1 transfer this week. Watkins in for Dennis. Games on depending. Yeah, exactly. It's basically so difficult to predict. Keith said ESL may have lost his starting place. I'd go for Saka. Yeah, I mean, he could have lost his starting place, but I still think he's pretty cool. I do like him. I've done it now, I think. So we've got a new subscriber, guys. Hashtag M has subscribed. We have now a new member in the family. 960 we are. Thank you so much for joining. Massive drink subs and a shout out to Hashtag M. Thank you for joining. The FPL Inklink family. Keith Rice says, too early, Mo. Games might get cancelled still. Yeah, I mean, they can do. Look, there's no doubt about it. We need to have a bit of a plan, right? I think it's all right. It's all right. We'll be okay. I'm okay with this plan because I think it'll be all right. We'll be okay. Mahesh says, Mo, just got the news. Bernardo is available. Nice. Well, to be fair, Bernardo's got a yellow flag, right? It's not a red one to completely rule him out. So, sorry. So even if he gets like half hour just to get some minutes in, that'd be decent, to be fair. They might get like the early first 60 minutes and they get subbed off. That'd be enough time for him to do some damage, really, against Newcastle. Anyone going against Salah as captain this week? I mean, the temptations are there, right? If anyone's got Man City midfielders against Newcastle, who shipped so many goals. Oh, God, Leeds shipped 7. Oh, still going to stick on Salah, to be fair. Hoxton, Martinelli limped off last game. Smith Rowe is the preferred player. Nice. I mean, Martinelli's just incredible. I like that guy. So underrated. I really like his pace. His football style is brilliant. Mahesh says it's on the FPL app. Nice. The FPL app's brilliant. It just updates so quickly. Ali, good evening, Ali. Great score for you. Well done. Thank you so much, Ali. I really appreciate your kind words. Yeah, it was finally a decent week. Gone up 415,000. Let's have a look at one thing, right? I really want to see this. This is where I was getting really tormented. So have a look all the way back in game week 10, 7 game weeks ago, right? I was in the game rank 2.935, and because I didn't have players who started in the first couple of games in that week, I went down to about 3.3 mil, and that's where I got some serious, I'd say, like words and abuse on social media. People saying you call yourself an expert, X, Y, Z. And then look at it from there. You know, I got 73 points, which took me up to 2.02. Then I got 70 points, took me up to 1.92, which took me up in ranking. Then I got 47, 1.909. Then I had 2 weeks where I went down 100,000. But then 2 weeks back to back, you know, I've gone up back 416,000 spots. So basically, I've gone up 1.3 mil in 7 game weeks. If I can do that in the next next 7 game weeks, if I can do that same performance and get into the top 300,000, wow, that would be incredible. And you know what? That's because I went against the template. You know, a lot of people have like a template squad, and I did it with my own style, and I got a lot of criticism for it. You know, I have been kicked around. You know, this could so easily in the next 4 weeks take me back down to 2 mil. I'm just being, you know, a positive thinker, but I generally have been quite satisfied, you know, with the slow but surely, and I hope with the double game weeks. And I've got 3 chips in hand. Those double and triple game weeks, if possible, going to be massive. Hoxton, Captain Foden, smashed it, love it. Mahesh says, I'm thinking of making Foden captain. Again, great choice, smashed it, buddy. Should I go for Foden or Bernardo captain? I mean, personally, Foden will be a good shot at them because when he scores, he just goes big, right? Ali, don't know what to do. Max players I can get is 8 without hits. I mean, Ali, to be fair, do you want to like kind of play like a little mini? Like, it's not a wild card, right? It's like 3 transfers. I mean, if you have 2 free, you can just get a -4. Is it worth it for just this week? Personally, with 8 players, I'd be pretty happy. If you don't want to change your squad, then just let it be. It's just 1 week, right? Mahesh says, take necessary risk. Hit Ali. If you want to bring players in that can outscore their negatives, it's worth it. Again, there you go, Ali. So I did last week. I took out Ronaldo. I was already on a -4. Another -4 took me to a -8. Watkins got me 12 points. It was worth it in the end, right? At that point, I was very nervous on live stream doing the transfer. So at the moment, sorry, let's have a look. So Bowen, bring in White, Douglas Luiz, Antonio. King for Brownhill. There we are, so we go 5-4-1. Nice. So pretty much looking to keep Salah as captain, James as vice. Is there anyone else that I can make captain? I'm tempted to. Watkins, do I go left field? Cancelo? James? Nah, let's just save it. Save the team. Team has been saved. Right, so deadline's 1:30 tomorrow, guys, by the way. Let's give it a save. Nice. There's the team, guys. 11 on the pitch. I've never played 5-4-1, by the way. Ali, does anyone have Odegaard? Good question. Odegaard looks decent. I do like Odegaard, by the way. He had one mistake against United at Old Trafford, but otherwise, that guy's been decent. #M, thoughts on Thank you. Oh, welcome, by the way, and thank you for subscribing. Who would be the next person who would like to subscribe to FPL Inkling? Please subscribe and let me give you a shout out for joining the family. And give us a like too on the video. Hashtag M. Thoughts on doubling up on Watkins and Inns versus Burnley. Low chance of cancellation. That close to FPL deadline. Currently have Watkins. Hashtag we've had cancellations 2 hours before the game. So even with snow or COVID. So we need to be very, very open-minded just in case anything happens, right? Yeah, I currently have Watkins. I mean, Ings is a great shout. I mean, it's minutes. Let's have a look. Oh, that's a great shout, doubling up on them, mate. By the way, let's have a look. Aston Villa. Ings, where are you? Minutes-wise, you know, he's only played 46 minutes in the last 2 games. Is it worth playing that for like a player with 7.9 mil? Why not look at Lacazette versus Leeds? They shipped 7 goals, right? In the last game against, I'm not going to say Arsenal are going to score 7, but, you know, for 8.3 mil, why not consider Lacazette? Got an assist and a goal in the last 2 games, 10 points. Worth it, having a look. But doubling up, it does make sense. It does make sense. I'm sure he'll get the game tomorrow. And against Burnley at home, should be a great match. And it might be a really good differential side as well. Keith, we're looking at my side now. Now thinking of 2 transfers. Antonio Sanchez out, Ramsdale and Watkins in. Nice. I like that. I really, really like that. Ramsdale's been phenomenal this year, guys. Honestly, that guy's on another planet. Sorry, I just pressed enter, moving my screen down. Oh yeah. Cool. Keith, that would be 10 playing and happy with them players. Yeah, 10 playing, and if you're happy with the squad going forward, it makes absolute sense, Keith. Hoxton, if you on 8 players and I have 1 free transfer, I'll take a -4 to field 10 players, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's worth it. I took a -8, well, -4 additional for Watkins last week, and it paid me dividend with 12 points, right? Thomas Ross, is a -20 too much for a hit? Oh, -20. I took a -16, buddy. What game week was that? That's when I had like a mini wild card. Well, not a mini wild, like a proper wild card. But it's a lot, bro. It's a lot to make up for. I'm telling you now, it is a lot, Thomas. I took a -16. Where is it? Where is it showing me? Yeah, I took it in game week 8. Yeah, and I lost 800,000 spots in ranking, and I was still recouping that. So again, 20 points is a lot. But if that's the team you're going to stick with, then again, that's your choice. But I've done 16 myself, and I know how difficult it is. You'd have to wait a very, very long time to get those points back for that to come. But again, if you're making that 20 points as like a wild card, we've got a wild card just around the corner in like 11 days. So is it worth taking those 20 points? You lose a lot of ranking points, buddy, because that could literally take you from like 1.5 mil to 2 mil. That's a lot of drop. 7Es, good evening. Should I get ESR or Saka for Mbembo? Just want to do 1 transfer this game week. I have full 11 playing, then it's no more postponements. Actually, I wanted to get Martinelli, but he's got a knock for the last match. I mean, I brought in ESR, Smith Rowe. So if you do want to go for Saka, they're both just as good, honestly. They're really good players. So I'd say Smith Rowe just because I picked him. That's just being fair, right? Right, guys, just going to take a sip of water, take a moment to breathe. If you guys haven't liked the video, give us a like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, let's take this moment to hit that red subscribe button, be part of the family, and let me give you a shout out on this stream as well. We are marching towards that 1K mark, guys. Wow, I can't believe I've got 11 players on the pitch. That's the best thing about having free subs that play. I mean, Foster plays as well, but he's been injured. Not a great week to play bench boost, eh? Thomas says, yeah, I might just take a -4 and play with 9 for that. Wait for the what? Yeah, Thomas, that makes so much more sense. That -20 will take you absolutely months to recoup. I personally wouldn't. But this option of -4 and then wildcard seems a lot better and really healthy for your rank as well. Is anyone going non-Salah captain? Obviously, I've heard some Fodens in the house. Anyone going non-Salah, non-Foden as captain? Any Mounts in the house? Any Watkins in the house? 70's noted, thanks mate. Let's just get big green arrows this game week, even though most of us will not have the subs this game week. Yeah, 100%. This week is just about, what's the right word to say? This week's all about minimizing damage control. That's how we say it, right? Damage control, just minimize it. Ali, I did a -16 and still have a green arrow for that week. Just need 2 of the 3 players to produce for you. There we are. Ali is a live example of that working well. Again, what makes it more difficult is the whole postponement idea. That's the difficulty. Let's say you make those transfers, take a -20. Let's say those games get cancelled. Difficult. That's tough, right? I mean, when I did it, the situation was different. There was not much cancellations and stuff, so that's probably why. Thomas says, I might go Watkins as captain against Burnley at home. Nice, good shout, good shout. What a game, though, he had against Norwich, though. Played really well. Can't believe I got 79 points last week, honestly. I'm excited for this week as well. I think this is a good time for me to make up some real good points. Would I ever have thought I'd put Antonio and Bowen on the bench this week? Probably not. Hoxton says, Watkins definitely vice captain, as it is least likely game to be called off. Good shout. Good shout. Actually, didn't they come up with like any COVID cases? Interesting. Oh, you know what? That's a real good point, Hoxton, there. Is it worth going... what's his name? Watkins as captain tomorrow because it's closer? Or wait till 4 or 4:30 on a Sunday? Nah, just wait till 4:30 on a Sunday. I'm sure Spurs want to play a game after resting for so long. Thomas said, I hope you get 1K subscribers soon. Thank you so much, Thomas. I really appreciate your kind words. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're on 960. People just need to keep hitting that subscribe button and let's get it done. Only 40 now to go, guys. 40 now to go. Let's give you massive shout-outs and let's make this dream a reality. Hoxton, or an Arsenal player. Yeah, true. An Arsenal player is not bad. Smith Rowe. Could vice captain him. Friends again, 199. I have Bernardo. Should I opt for Foden? Who has more chance to play? Also, I have 8 players. How many hits should I take? Firstly, as I said already, buddy, I don't think you need to take much hits. 8's a really good number. Bernardo, up for Foden. I mean, there's mixed reaction at the moment. I think he will play tomorrow. He might not play the full game, so he might come on for half hour at the end, or if he does start, he'll probably play around the 58 to 60 minutes mark. The thing with Pep is he really annoys FPL managers because he likes to make subs around 55, 50 minutes, so you can't get that extra like 1 or 2 points for clean sheet and 60 minutes played, right? But, I mean, if you got Bernardo Silva and I was like making a decision, I'd keep him this week. I wouldn't swap him for Foden. I think there's better decisions to be made elsewhere. But 8 playing in a week, I think you should be fine. 70s, Thomas, not going to lie, I didn't captain Salah versus Man U. Captain Salah all previous game weeks, and it was an absolute nightmare. Yeah, that game he went wild, didn't he? Hoxton, you'll know if the match is off before the deadline. Fingers crossed. There we are. Cool. Right, guys, it's almost coming up to an hour for this stream. I'm going to call it a night. I've not had dinner yet after a long day at work. So let's call it a night now. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Don't ask me what time. Probably around 11ish, maybe 10, 11. More close to 11. I'll probably have a lie-in. And we'll do a deadline stream. I know the deadline's at half 1, is it? Yeah, I've got some plans for the afternoon, but we'll do like a deadline stream for early morning. Well, not early morning, like late morning into the lunchtime, and we'll have a look at any more news that we do have. Thomas's question, I've got St. Maximin and Wilson worth a -8. Ooh. Well, Newcastle have some real difficult games coming up. Is it just for this game? Who's Newcastle got next? Man United. Ooh. Newcastle, Everton, not bad. Newcastle, where are you? Southampton, followed by Watford. I mean, it's just a couple of game weeks, to be fair, Thomas. If you want to get rid and you don't want to come back to them, then it makes sense. Otherwise, definitely, if you want to take a -8, I don't think I'll take a -8 on those two players personally. I think, with the whole games and stuff right now, unless you're looking to, move on with other players, then I'd change him. Otherwise, definitely keep him for now. But thank you, everyone. Thank you, Hoxton. Thank you, Savni. See you tomorrow on the deadline stream. Thank you, Ali. Thank you, everyone. Guys, if you haven't liked the stream, give us a like. And if you're a new person around here and you haven't subscribed yet, why don't you join our family? Let's grow the family, guys. Hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. And we'll make some real good final minute decisions. Till then, you guys have a lovely evening. Take care of yourselves. And be safe with this whole new variant, all right? Just take it easy. I'll see you guys soon. Good night.